Welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. We got Cat back here today. How has life been for ya lately?
It's been good. It's been a little weird. Ooh, we're under attack. This is the last episode of Off the Record.
Get under the tables. Get under the tables. I'll save you guys.
It's a drill. But it was good. I recently did David's podcast and I blacked out halfway through.
Were you drinking?
No, I just got excited and I forgot what I said. And then I went home afterwards, realized half the things I said and had to prep my boyfriend hey, I know you're really private, but I said a lot.
Everyone opens up like crazy on his podcast and everyone ends up crying too.
He told me people usually end up crying. I did not end up crying. I ended up talking about anal.
Which is kind of better, honestly.
Is it?
You cried through your butt.
during, but yeah.
Yeah. You cried from your eye.
Yeah, it's like everyone cries on David, so you're like, I'm gonna flip it.
I'm gonna flip it.
I'm gonna go in there and talk about anal.
About buttholes.
Yeah.
You got so excited being with David that being on Genius Brain or what? Or,
I think because of what I do for work, I'm usually I'm not the main person talking in the podcast that I work for. I'm kind of I chime in and I do current events. This and Genius Brain and Big Mood were the first times I got to talk as me rather than oh, I'm doing a job. I have these little segments that I do, and I don't know if it's excitement or just a switch went off and I was I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything. And then I re-listened to the podcast oh, I said that. Oh, okay. And now I understand why some people say they don't remember what they say in podcasts.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh, I get it.
Did you listen to these podcasts with your boyfriend? And he
no,
was
I went home and I told him hey, I vaguely remember talking about anal. I remember talking about this, and this. Do with that information what you will. I am so sorry.
What did you say? Yeah, what did
He was oh, okay. I mean, I'm literally fucking on the internet, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's good. He was reasonable. He was very reasonable, this guy.
Yeah, reasonable.
He gets it.
I like how he's not a judger.
Yeah.
There's no double standard, you know?
That's the nice thing about it.
Yeah.
I don't remember anything.
About what?
Just anything in general.
Oh,
That's pretty
Is
good.
that why you refer to Gio for all your stories?
And you know the funny thing? I don't remember anything either.
Honestly, I really don't.
Absolutely.
I don't remember what I say on shows. We'll go on vacation and then I don't remember half the things that went on in the vacation until people start talking about it, and I'm oh yeah, that did happen.
You could revisit your vlogs like it's the first time, like you're watching a different person.
Yeah, that's what's cool about vlogging, but just
But we never watch our vlogs either.
yeah, but just I don't know.
Isn't it kind of weird if you do though?
Yeah.
You're taking the time oh, that was a good bit.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Yeah, I just think my hard drive's full or something.
But what do you think about?
Look, I think about things, but not.
But you don't retain any of that information.
Yeah, that's not in my hard drive. I'm just thinking about what's happening now or in the future, but a lot of my memory, I don't remember just things that happened maybe even a year ago that much.
But you're not present.
Maybe I'm too present.
Yeah.
What?
Or maybe I'm not present.
Nah, I think Gio's
Not
kinda
present?
onto something.
Really?
Yeah, well, they say that at the end of the day when
Yeah.
you do a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
you should always kind of think about what you did because
Right.
your memory is a muscle that you
Yeah.
need to kind of train too.
Yeah.
So if you're not exercising that, then it's gonna be really easy for you to be I don't know what the fuck I did.
Dude, Bart's gonna start fucking setting up reps and sets and shit for
He's
his
gonna have
brain.
a program. He's
Yeah,
gonna have
for sure.
a whiteboard with hey, remember everything I did today. But there was some this really smart guy. His name's James Quicker.
I'm glad you remember.
James
Oh, James. Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
He's like a brain.
Jim Quick. Yeah. The memory guy.
Yeah, he was
Asian
talking
dude,
about
okay.
this shit. He was at the end of the day, if you feel like you have a hard time, we can't remember shit. Maybe I need to do it too.
You said what?
I heard he doesn't sleep.
He don't sleep because he's so smart, bro. He's always thinking.
He can't
about-
sleep. He hasn't slept in a couple years or something.
I don't think that's
Because
true.
he's memorizing things?
No, our buddy Benny knows him. And then they had dinner and shit.
He was talking on his podcast about how he sleeps so much and how sleep is so important.
Maybe he had to because he hasn't slept in 3 years.
His eyes are all bloodshot and shit. He just tired. He's falling asleep everywhere.
He says he couldn't sleep. He had this crazy case of insomnia, so he started to just meditate for long periods of time while snoring. Nice.
And drooling.
Yeah.
Do you guys do like meditation or anything? That's hot on the streets
I
right
try, and then I start thinking, and I said, "Fuck, I ain't doing this right." And I'm like, "Man, I'm bored," and I go swimming or something. Yeah, no, I try. That's how my meditation goes too. I try. I'm like 10 minutes today, right now. Let's go. And then it's like 1 minute later, I'm like, "Oh fuck," I'm already stressing out about some other shit while I'm meditating. I'm like, I don't think I'm doing this right. Let's go eat
Just
breakfast.
focus on breathing and looking at shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, you don't close your eyes when you meditate?
You could do all kinds of different styles. There's different styles of it. Yeah.
What's your favorite style?
My style is like looking at the sugarcane leaves, and it's going like this. And then I go, "Don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing." And then you just repeat whatever over and over and over, and you go, "Wait, how long am I supposed to do this?" Oh shit, I started thinking. God
So
damn.
maybe don't take his tips. Yeah, don't take his tips.
You know what? I say
chilling
take
out.
those tips, bro. That sounds good. That sounds like a good place to start.
Yep.
The tip?
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be, you know.
When you make it too intense, then it's not meditating.
You gotta start somewhere, right?
You're thinking too hard about it.
When you start meditation, you're not gonna be fucking really good at it. You're gonna be
I think
terrible
when I
at it.
meditate, I open my Coinbase account.
Yeah.
And I go, please go up.
You start rubbing your nipples. Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin.
It doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know
Yeah.
if my meditating is working.
I feel like it's you gotta have a screensaver.
Yeah.
Chill. Perfect. That feels great.
What is meditating supposed to do? Like keep you grounded and like centered?
Be more
or-
present, I think.
Yeah, be
I
more
think that
present,
helps.
and like they call it mindfulness.
Yeah.
So you're supposed to like be very mindful of everything, like the way you breathe, like the noises outside your house or whatever, and just kind of like everything's okay. You kind of, it's like self-reflection and kind of like asserting like, you know, you don't need to be so tense and like stressed out.
And I think it'll help you remember what ocean you poop in. Because the fact
How many times?
Now that I'm thinking about it, the fact that you had to ask Gio like, "Hey, remember that time I shit in the ocean?" And
That's
she
a life event, dude.
Yeah, like that's something.
Memorable.
Yeah, that's
Well,
like a
also-
scar in your brain. You should be thinking
Well,
about
also,
always. You know?
there's a lot of shit that happens all the time. That
You're talking about like shit coming out of your butt.
Yeah, it becomes kind of average and normal.
So we have to. This is part 2 of our earlier conversation.
is.
Do you just shit in random places a lot?
No, but a lot of like, I feel like my life's exciting. So there's just a lot of stuff
It
happening.
is exciting.
Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff happen. You know, like
It's so exciting that it becomes normal, and then you don't mind to remember it.
like when
That's
when you're with David, right? Like
Yeah.
the amount of like tragedies and like just like the crazy shit that happens. It happens all the time where it's
Yeah.
unbelievable, right?
Yeah.
Mine's-
David is the glass man, bro.
Yeah, mine's not like that, but it's like on the other side where there are a lot of exciting things that happen. Not just like exciting like winning the lottery, but like shitting in the
Yeah.
ocean, like that kind of shit that I don't.
But I would still argue that shitting in the ocean is still a very unique situation across the board.
It's like a state.
I don't think you know his life.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like
Maybe
because
I'm
then
just
for
understanding.
you,
Maybe
because I
it's
think
my
you're
bad.
looking at it from like the lens of your life and going, if that happened to me, for sure it'd stand out. But he
True.
just the shit that happens to him and like just the shit that like I should use a better word, but like the events that occur in his day to
Does that
day.
come out of this guy?
When I'm snorkeling, when I'm snorkeling, I'm actually in fish mode.
Okay,
right?
got
So when I'm in
it.
fish mode,
Got it.
No, I don't
Hey.
think
Okay,
I'm remembering
got
it. So
yeah.
I'm not in like comedian mode.
No.
I'm not in human
You're
mode.
not. You're not
Yeah.
in Bart Kwan the dad mode.
Yeah, I'm not
Or
like, oh,
husband
this
to
is a
Gio.
great story that I'll save for later. I'm
Yeah.
like literally,
I got a shit.
You're
yeah,
doing
and I'm
this.
going into the ocean. Yeah, and I'm in fish mode.
Yeah.
And then I just go live my fish life.
Yeah.
And then I come out.
When you pooped, was your poop really long and like 7 feet long?
And it dangles from your ass.
Another human being came and started eating it.
This shit, it looks like they're throwing away their intestines.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Humans come by, you're like, I'm gonna get eaten. Fuck.
So like to put that into perspective as well, he has another hat. It's his science hat, and he wants to touch because you know how like everyone always says Steve has a big dick. Yeah. So he wants to feel Steve's big hard dick.
See,
And that's
that's-
another hat. So then he'll probably forget that he even touched his dick.
If I'm in fish mode.
That makes more sense to me, though. That makes more sense to me. Because it's for, you want to understand the weight, the inertia that Steve's dick carries, you know? Like,
Yeah.
the mass of it. You want to
Yeah, I
be
don't
able
have
to...
that many memories either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't look back. I look forward a lot.
Yeah, there might be a lot of crazy shit that's going on, and then so like whatever seems crazy isn't that crazy because there's so many of them.
Today's video is brought to you by Feels. CBD isn't about what you feel, but it's about what you do not feel, like stress, maybe a little bit of anxiety, maybe a little bit of these feelings in your heart that's like, I need to calm down and shit.
For me, I wanted to feel a little bit more relaxed. Recently, I was in Utah with some friends. And you know, a lot of people like to drink to relax and bond, but me, I'm allergic to alcohol and I feel kind of left out. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to drink, so I'm gonna immediately get a headache. But I also want to do any other crazy ass shit because I do like being sober and just enjoying myself. So I'm like, oh cool, I brought some Feel CBD with me. Take a couple drops. I felt relaxed. I felt I was still able to bond and be with everyone. I don't have the anxious feeling of like, am I the only sober one here? What the hell's happening? And I was able to just bond and kick it with everyone else in my own way. I don't have to have a red face and have a headache 30 minutes later. So that was super cool. If you're interested in CBD, it really helps with pain, anxiety, stress, all that stuff. They even have a hotline to walk you through it, so you have all the support that you need. Just go to feels.com/offtherecord. That's FEALS to get 50% off your first order plus free shipping when you become a member. That's feels.com/offtherecord to get 50% off plus free shipping.
Get some feels and a massage.
And it feels real good.
Feels good. I have more future memories in my mind than the past.
Future
I feel like you guys are explaining like your brain's mechanism to shut memories off because of trauma.
Yep.
I feel like that's what it is. It's trauma.
Oh shit.
Maybe.
That shit went deep.
Wow.
I don't necessarily think it's like you don't remember. I think your brain's
We're
like,
good at not remembering a lot of things in life and rewriting what happened in life.
yeah.
Yeah, that's why we're comedians.
Wow, that's actually kind of tight though.
Yeah.
Like I notice when I'm driving, if I put the GPS on and I'm just following the GPS, I won't remember how I got somewhere. Because I think I'm present with the GPS. But if
You saw the line.
yeah, so I'm just memorizing the line, right?
The area.
That's never happened to you when you get home and you're like, how the fuck
Yeah,
did
but
I
if I go, you know what, fuck the GPS this time, I'm just gonna go, okay, left on here, right on here, left on here, I'm gonna remember that, and I think now I'm actually more present with the real world rather than being present with the GPS, and I actually remember where I went, the scenery, the landscapes. True. Yeah.
I think I'm more present now because I don't fight when no one's around.
What?
What do you mean?
Like by myself on the street. Like or like in the shower or like whatever.
Wait, like what do you mean fight?
Like you get into a head argument and it comes out into the real life.
Oh, I guess that's how we all took it, but I think we want more.
Like you're fighting with yourself?
Yeah, or like
I'm fucking
throwing
idiot,
fucking
Joe.
hands with invisible people. Like I told you guys, is I took a shower, right? And I started thinking about being in Malaysia, like back in the day when we went to Malaysia, we're eating great food, and I was like, but what if they kidnap me?
Yeah.
You know? And I'm like, fucking, but what if like they put me in the shower and I'm like fucking scrubbing up for this guy that wants to fucking do dirty things to me and shit.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, motherfucker. Fuck you, bah, 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 and I'm all fucking fighting his ass.
naked?
And then before I know it, like I'm in the living room fucking kicking ass and shit. And I'm like, fuck, and I got soap scud and everything has got water everywhere.
I relate to that, but instead of fighting with myself, in my head I pick a fight with my boyfriend and then I'm mad at him.
You didn't even do nothing wrong.
Yeah.
You're like, you motherfucking bitch.
What's your most common made up scenario of you getting mad at your
Because
boyfriend?
it happens everywhere.
I feel like
Fuck off.
Like I'd say 2 weeks ago, I was upstairs trying to take a nap, and he was downstairs watching TV. And right as I was going to like go out and finally nap, just like something in my mind came in and was like, he used to fuck other bitches. Suddenly, like I went from like drowsy and like Undertaker, like
Oh shit, that's
like I
scary.
legit got up. I walked. I like marched downstairs, like fucking hobbling, and then I see him like
Little ass.
and he's just like smiling at me like, hi babe, did you go to sleep? I'm like, you're fucking bitches. He's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
He's like, are you okay? I'm like, I came down here to let you know that I know you fucked other bitches.
You tell him, girl.
He's like, like my ex-girlfriend, like people I've dated before I knew you. I'm like, yeah.
And that's bullshit. Yeah.
Upstairs, took a nap.
Good for you.
Maybe it's in our Asian DNA, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, to start fights with invisible creatures.
It sounds like it, yeah.
Because the other day, I was, we have a wall full of leaves, right? Like vines and shit. And I was up to the fucking vines, like.
With this fucking
Yeah. And I looked back.
You gotta be ready.
And I saw fucking Leia and the two little babies on my window going, hi, Uncle Joe? And I was like, oh, hi. And I'm like, hella embarrassed because I'm like, oh, hi. Why did they have to see that side of me? Like, I feel so bad. Like, I don't ever want to show children my aggression. You know,
Ant's gonna come
I
up to
think
you.
they're safe. I think they probably thought it was funny.
Ant's gonna come up to you and be like, yo, what's wrong with the kids? Like, they just start talking to the plane, start fighting.
All up in the fucking pants.
Hey, Joe, do you have any idea why they're doing that? You're like, fuck, I don't know, man.
Your kids are crazy.
I don't know what's happening.
they got dangling ass fucking lemon trees and shit, and I see the lemon and I start, blah, bitch, yeah, you might be fucking bigger, but I got you, motherfucker. And then like, I'm like, I hope Christina didn't see that. And I start yelling about, I start fighting, like, I'm yelling, Yeah.
But I like that though. That's kind of tight because you got to practice those situations.
Yeah, but I feel like a homeless man on crack just fighting invisible people.
Yeah.
That happens all the time, and I'm like,
Or those guys are just misunderstood. They're just getting ready for situations too.
Oh, maybe they're not.
You will be more ready than the person that doesn't practice.
What you practice gets better, kind of.
Really?
Sometimes. Yeah.
The person that comes up to them is a fucking flat surface with like leaves all over,
Dangling
and they don't
leaves.
move.
Yeah.
You will fuck them up. You're ready.
What that situation is.
Or a lemon.
That's right. Flowers out there. You better watch out, fool. I'll kick the petals off your face.
I do practice that at home because we have a place where we keep like the emergency pistol. So, but what's that? And I press the code. Check it out.
This motherfucker will hear a noise outside, and I'm like, oh, can you go check it out? And instead of grabbing a flashlight, he goes like, gotta go get the gun.
The flashlight's on the gun, babe.
I'm like, are you fucking kidding? I'll go outside. It's okay, dude.
No, I go, wait a second. Let me put on my combat boots. I'm like, shh.
Yeah.
This was ready
I'm getting
for war.
raped.
You should have a duster right next to the like a big giant black coat that you have right next to the pistol. So when you're about to get ready to go to battle, you throw that
All
on.
that stuff.
No, he has his paint that he grabs. He goes like this, and he goes, all right, I'm gonna go check.
But before that,
A little cat.
before that I'm dirty, so I take a shower first. Like, would you hear that shit? Yeah. And I go in the shower first so I could take a shower.
Preparing for battle,
Yeah,
yo.
before battle.
Yeah, just get ready.
The thread is already gone.
I take my
Family's
uniform.
tied up downstairs. You're grabbing your loofah like, yeah.
I hope you're ready. This was like, I'm coming down now. Get your cameras out.
Or you have a Home Alone situation. You have booby traps all over the house.
Oh yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah, have a bunch of marbles everywhere, so just in case where the burglars come.
I do miss having a dog because of that.
Yeah.
You know they can sense or even hear things.
Yeah.
So you could just be chilling and then they're like, and then you're like, oh, what the hell's happening?
That's why we couldn't get you for your birthday.
Oh yeah, we got
Fucking dogs gave it away.
Yeah.
I feel like Bart cannot set up traps because he'll forget where the traps were and then get caught in it.
Well, you mean the memory stuff? No, I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem, dude. He's gonna remember.
He's like, I'm gonna put trip.
He doesn't even know what you're talking about. He has no point of reference at fucking all. He's
I'll help him set it up and also forget, dude. We're like, why the fuck did you put tripwire? You set that one up, and I'm like, oh yeah.
And suddenly Joe's fighting the booby trap.
This is what I've been training for. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm gonna put it in the house.
Don't put this here. Fuck shit. God damn it.
they're fighting each other.
We end up punching each other because we think we're burglarizing our house.
It's a joke, but like it could happen though.
Yeah.
For these guys, it could happen.
Friendly fire, dude.
Can happen.
Do you ever get mad at Bart for like the same stories that Kat just told?
I mean, maybe you should ask Bart because I might not remember, but I would like to say no.
You just black out. You just.
I would like to say no, but you let me know, babe.
I've seen chicks just get pissed off for no reason.
Yeah.
So there's not just you, but just like hanging out.
Do I do it?
Yeah, you do. The group setting? Oh shit. No, like in group settings, sometimes I just see chicks start flipping out, and I'm always like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
The fuck's happening?
We'll be watching a TV show, and my wife is like, the character might be like cheating on, like having an affair or something, and she goes, "If you ever do that,
Exactly.
ever," and she does,
Exactly.
and I'm like,
But it's not for real pissed.
nah.
But
She
guys
kinda
don't know
serious,
that.
though.
Guys don't know that though. That's
But it's
the thing.
also like I was like, I've never done anything to even.
Why am I getting in trouble?
I was like, what's the point of me being faithful if you're just gonna accuse me anyway?
I like that you have like fucking like fighter ears, and she's like, I will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Like, no, I think you can
I'm like,
fuck
oh,
you up.
chill, dude. Like, fuck. And she like threatens me. She lists all the threats, and I'm like, yo, like, this is just a TV show. It's him. That's not me.
She marked your territory. You're not gonna think about it anymore, because if you do, you're gonna be
That's
like,
the thing. Chicks flip out for no fucking
No reason, bro. I give her no reason. I
Guys
give her
don't watch a
absolutely no
movie
reason.
with the chick and then like the girls key in the guy's car and like, if you ever scratch my
Yes.
We know it's a movie. We're just chilling.
It's make believe, bro.
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with any of us.
I did that watching True Detective with my boyfriend. Every time a white guy cheats, I look at him like, motherfucker, this is what your people do?
Woody Harrelson looking motherfucker. God damn it.
I'm like, here we go again. Okay, Blue Eyes.
Yeah, very good show, by the way. Very good show.
So funny.
Season 1, very good.
If you ever steal my dragon eggs, bro.
You ever talk to my Khaleesi like that, bro? Ooh, we're gonna fight
you up. Yeah.